to wear a mask. Let me repeat, if you are fully vaccinated, you no longer need to wear a mask. But if you've not been vaccinated, or if you're getting a 2-shot vaccine and you've not gotten you only had your first shot, but not your second, or you haven't waited the full 2 weeks after your second shot, you still need to wear a mask. Look, we've gotten this far. Please protect yourself until you get to the finish line. Because as great as this announcement is today, we don't want to let up. We all know how tough this virus has been. The safest thing for the country is for everyone to get vaccinated. And getting vaccinated is easier than ever. We've worked so hard. We have 80,000 locations. 90% of you live within 5 miles of one of those locations. You can find a vaccine site near you by texting your zip code to the following number, 438829. Let me repeat, text your zip code to 438829. And it'll get the places nearest you. You can go and get vaccinated now. And many places don't require an appointment. It's free. Just walk in, get the shot. Anyone 12 years or above in age is eligible. And for now, after a year of hard work and so much sacrifice, the rule is very simple. Get vaccinated or wear a mask until you do.
Well, let's get into this dense version of it. Dr. Fauci said last night when I asked him about outdoors, he said, if you're vaccinated, you don't need a mask outdoors, you don't need a mask outdoors. Then he added the idea that if you were somehow in a very, very dense crowd outdoors, you would need a mask. And I did not get the sense that he meant Dodger Stadium or Yankee Stadium. I got the feeling that he meant something more like, I don't know, possibly an outdoor concert of some sort where people are almost kind of standing on top of each other.
Yeah, no, that's right. And part of it is if you are at Fenway Park, for instance, you get a nice breeze going, and the truth is that you're going to not really be in any way susceptible to somebody else who might be unvaccinated a few seats down. It's not going to be a big deal. So it is very much that, again, very rare instance outdoors. Indoor concerts, again, probably a little higher risk because, again, it's indoors. It's one of those things where as infection numbers fall in our community, even those things will become safer. Right now, if I were going to an indoor concert, I would put on a mask. But I think that can change over time as well.
So the way it was said today is that you don't need to social distance. The way Dr. Fauci said it last night about outdoors, you don't need a mask and you don't need to social distance if you're vaccinated. So does that mean in terms of indoors, a Broadway theater, Hamilton is scheduled to reopen in September at this point. Can they sell every seat now and have people sitting basically elbow to elbow in the theater?
They can if everybody there is vaccinated. That's going to be the challenge. They have two choices. They can make sure everybody's vaccinated, or they can test everyone before they come in. This is where the whole issue of vaccine passports come in. Government's not going to be running vaccine passport programs, but you can imagine private businesses like that Broadway show theater owner saying, I only want vaccinated people here. I want proof that you're vaccinated. That will make it much, much safer to sell every seat.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Random BS. And I'm out here in the beautiful city of Las Vegas, Nevada. Just about to get my morning started. It's 6:45 Pacific time. And I just wanted to come on here and talk about Creepy Joe. Last night, news broke that if you are fully vaccinated, you no longer have to participate in all these social distancing practices, and you don't have to wear a mask anymore. But the whole question is, how do we know who's been vaccinated and who's not? See, this opens up a whole nother can of worms that nobody wants to talk about. Now, this comes in play, the vaccine passports. So if you only want people to be fully vaccinated to come in your venue and be able to sell out these huge venues we have here in these United States, these theaters, sports stadiums, and all that stuff, how are you going to know who's safe and who's not safe, supposedly, quote unquote? Now, the government, it's illegal for the government to enforce vaccine passports. So what they're going to do is allow businesses to implement this type of rule, that you have to be able to prove that you had both vaccines. Now, in my personal, most humblest opinion, I don't think anybody should get the vaccine without it being clinically proven that this works. And as we know, the FDA has not approved this vaccine, only gave it emergency use authorization. And as of right now, literally, whoever takes the vaccine is basically being a test dummy. Now, if you're scared, you're afraid of the virus, and you think it's going to do some harm to you, hey, go get vaccinated. You know, this is a free country. Nobody's going to stop you from getting vaccinated if that's what you want to do. If you think that's going to make you feel better about yourself, go get vaccinated. But what about the people that medically can't get vaccinated, or the people that just like, hey, I want to wait? So they say those people are going to be subject to being pretty much discriminated against, aren't going to be allowed to do things that other people are able to do. See, what they're going to do is they're going to create groups. So you're going to have the vaccinated, and then you're going to have the non-vaccinated. And the people that got vaccinated, they're going to allow them to do, things that they, back to the way things were. And the people that didn't get vaccinated, they're going to make it, they're going to squeeze them sort of to force them to get the vaccine, because they're not going to be able to be allowed to do anything. And they're going to let these businesses enforce this vaccine passport. That's what they're going to do. And I think this is a very, very, dangerous situation to even allow something like this to go on. I look at it like this: if you're vaccinated, why does it matter if somebody else is not vaccinated? If you're vaccinated, then you should be fine. You shouldn't have to worry about catching the virus if you've been vaccinated. See, the whole plan is they want everybody to be vaccinated. These pharmaceutical companies that's making these vaccines are making billions and billions of dollars, and they want to get that money. In order for them to get all that money that they estimated that they're going to get, they need to make sure that at least 90% of the population is vaccinated. And that's what they're trying to do. And they're going to use these vaccine passports to achieve that goal. Me, I haven't been vaccinated. I don't plan on getting vaccinated. And I'm sorry, but I don't want to be a test dummy or a lab rat, a guinea pig. I don't want to be any of that. I don't. And until I see something that shows me that this is safe, which I don't believe this vaccine is safe, because it takes years to make a vaccine that causes minimum harm. And they roll this sucker out in less than a year. That right there should raise well enough awareness to people that, hey, maybe I need to just fall back and wait and see, But like I said, these vaccine passports are coming. There's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. They're going to let these businesses enforce it, because like I said before, it's unconstitutional and illegal for the government to enforce vaccine passports. So they're going to allow businesses to discriminate on who they can come into their businesses and do things and who can't, based on the vaccine passport. But like I said, folks, That's a choice that only you should make in your physician. And I'm out here. It is almost 7 o'clock in the beautiful city of Las Vegas. It's early, but my body is still on, Central Time. It's taking me a couple of days. I've been out here a few days already. It's taken me a couple of days to my body adjust to the 2-hour time difference. So normally back home it's 8 in the morning. I woke up at 4 something Central Time this morning. It was only 2 something here. So I've been up since about I would say 5 o'clock this morning Central Time. So I'm going to get my day started, enjoy the beautiful scenery out here in Las Vegas. It's a very, very gorgeous city. And folks, I just hope everybody, proceed with caution and, make a decision that's best for you. Not, don't be afraid. If you don't want to get the vaccine, don't get the vaccine. We'll figure this stuff out together. But if you like the content, feel free to share it. Like and subscribe to the channel. Peace. And I'm out.